Hi, my name's Louise Clark and I'm here to share some reflections on the recent KM Impact Challenge unConference that was held in Washington on the 5th and 6th of May. This was a great event. There was really a lot of energy. We had nearly 70 people there in person. We were running webinars on both days, which were listened to by approximately an additional 80 people. We had a very active social media team who were reporting as we went via our blog and Twitter. We tried to capture as much as we could on our wiki, and we're now preparing a report where we will provide you with links to all of this information. So in the meantime, I'd like to kind of share some thoughts with you on some of the key themes that emerged during the 2 days. We spoke a lot about the issue of complexity and how to address monitoring and evaluation of knowledge sharing and flows within ever-changing and emerging context, with agreement that trying to simplify our reality in order to explain it is not actually useful, and we really need to embrace the complexity and look at innovative solutions. Related to this was a lot of discussion around what we actually mean by monitoring and evaluation, and of course impact. There was a feeling that a lot of this terminology was fuzzy and we don't necessarily define what we mean by M&E or knowledge management for that matter. A related question was the discussion around qualitative and quantitative data, and it was felt that the distinction between these two is not particularly useful. We are all using all different types of data, and rather than try to think about which are more effective, we need to think about how we can share our experiences and develop some guidelines on the best way to use these data and the best ways to combine them to generate the compelling evidence that we need. Another question was the importance of staying light on our feet and really engaging with our southern partners to make sure that our monitoring systems are not cumbersome to them, that they have the skills that they need to be able to deliver the data that we are requesting, and that they also feel ownership of these systems and the possibility to adapt them to their reality to ensure that the data is useful for their purposes and not just reporting back to donors. With this, we also felt that we need to engage donors in this debate and increase the level of transparency around how M&E data is used and what happens to the reports, and some clearer guidelines around decision-making processes at all levels and with all stakeholders, so that we can make sure that the data generated by our monitoring and evaluation activities are useful and available to all our partners and stakeholders. So now we are thinking about what happens next. We have a very active community of practice, and we really need to continue to generate momentum. We will be continuing to populate the KMIC blog with interviews from sector experts, and hopefully there will be more online and maybe presential events in the future, and that this will create an opportunity for us to work together as a community, continue to share our experiences, and work together towards maybe some common standards in the future, which will provide us all with guidelines of how to do this challenging job of measuring the impact of knowledge management more effectively. Thank you. Bye.